It took me 4 years to wholesale my first house. I followed the steps every guru says to get a deal. But I didn't close any deals, and it left me feeling stagnant, helpless, frustrated, and lost. I asked others to see if it was just me or not, and I was surprised to see I wasn't alone. Why did this common wholesale education not work for me and so many others? I refused to give up, and 7 years later, I run a successful wholesaling business. I generate deals for myself and other investors predictably month after month after month. And I can say with 100% confidence that those steps are not the key to closing a wholesale deal. To prove to you they aren't the answer, I'm giving away my entire wholesaling business to you for free. That includes all of my processes that I still use to this day. But unless you learn why it took me 4 years to close my first deal, even giving you my entire business for free won't solve your problem. And you'll be stuck in the same frustrating place as so many other beginners still are in, including where I was in back in the day. The first 2 years, I had no confidence in myself, and I spent all of my time working for someone else while being in analysis paralysis. By year 3, when I finally took the guts to spend some money on my own in marketing, I didn't know what I was doing. I threw money at the wall and prayed for a wholesaling miracle. I spent thousands of dollars that year, and I didn't get a single deal. The following year, I finally closed my first deal out of luck, and I grossed $2,000.
Yeah, boy.
After I closed that deal, I was still down after my marketing expenses, $5,000. This wasn't the dream wholesaling business that the guru sold me. So what do I do differently now than when I did when I first got started in real estate? This is Tim Oppelt with Golden Op Real Estate Solutions. I stopped focusing on how to wholesale using these steps and instead started focusing on how to become a wholesaler. Here are the 4 habits you need to develop to do deals month after month. The first thing you need to do in order to be a wholesaler is find the marketing channel that works for you. Something that is sustainable, that you can do every single month, month after month, for at least 6 months. I talk to newbies all the time, and I ask them what marketing they're doing, and they say, well, I'm trying out bandit signs. I put up 100, and I made 500 phone calls for cold calling, and it didn't really pan out, and I threw a few $100s into online marketing, and they are trying a bunch of different things, but they're not sticking with anything. Okay, Tim, I get it, right? How do you choose that marketing channel that works best for you? Well, I think a lot of it comes down to what your personality is like. For me, I like math. I've always been good at it. I'm very analytical. I like sitting behind a computer and number crunching. That's just what I like to do. So if I were you, I would recommend understanding really what your personality is like. If you're analytical, maybe online marketing like Google or Facebook is good for you. Maybe you're more extroverted, you love talking to people, well, cold calling might be what you want to do, right? Or you like driving around, you have free time, flexibility within your current job. Do that. Go driving for dollars or putting up bandit signs. Ultimately, do what gives you energy, because all of them work. But which one is going to work for you? Okay, second thing, get money. I see a lot of people trying to get started into wholesaling and they don't have any money and they have a ton of time. And let me tell you something that I don't know a lot of people would agree with, but it's better to throw $30 towards wholesaling than it is to throw an hour towards wholesaling. If you have 20 hours a week of free time and no money, I would use that 20 hours and go get a job. Yeah, get a job. I said it. It's the cardinal sin, right? We're all trying to get financial freedom. Yeah, okay, in the long run, but you need money. Put 20 hours towards a job and throw $500 or $1,000 into wholesaling, into marketing dollars. Most of the successful wholesalers that I know built their business while they were working a full-time job. Okay, step 3, forget confidence. Confidence does not matter.
Whoa.
You being confident or you being completely scared is not going to affect your ability to close deals in the beginning. When I first got started, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was 21 years old. No homeowner took me seriously because I have a baby face as it is. People still think I'm 18 years old. But what I did when I first got started, I found a local wholesaler. He wasn't a guru or anything like that. And he held my hand through the first 2 deals that I did. He knew the local laws. He did a handful of deals. He wasn't like an expert. I gave him half of the profit, for sure. But he guided me through it. He made me feel more confident that I was doing the right things, that I wasn't forgetting something crucial which will get me sued or anything like that. FBI, open up! Number 4, track what you're doing. Track the time and track the money that you're investing into this business. I talk to beginners all the time and they say, Tim, I'm having trouble getting my first deal. I say, okay, well, how close are you to getting your deal? Oh, what? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? If you knew your numbers, you'd know the answer to that question. When you are doing cold calling, you should be tracking every single call that you make. All of these things are pieces of the puzzle that will get you to a deal. It's all math. This is a game of math. Math. Focus on data. If you're doing direct mail, you need to know exactly how much money you're spending and how many direct mail pieces are going out. If you're doing Google ads, how much money you're spending, how many leads you're getting in. You need to track this stuff because even if you don't track it, you can get a deal done for sure. But you're not going to do deal after deal after deal and build a business that will give you true financial freedom, which is what we really want, isn't it? Go to your local real estate investors association and ask people how much time it takes, how many calls they have to make, how much money they have to spend in order to get a deal on average. That is a great starting point to know what you need to do to get your next deal. I compiled the average time it takes an investor to get their first deal, and out of 138 responses, the average time was 6.72 months. How much time are you going to invest doing the same thing as everybody else? Just to get nowhere, run out of money, and feel like you're not good enough. It's time to make a change. I'm going to give you my entire business for free. All of my processes step by step that you can follow when you need them. Not beforehand, but just in time. So stop learning, go ahead, start trying to get leads in and a deal in, and I'll give you all my processes, all about marketing, lead generation, sales, negotiating scripts, how to evaluate properties. Follow the checklist as you need them. You don't need to study and become a master beforehand. As you go on the appointment, you have a checklist for that. Here's what you do. As you get on the phone with someone, here's a checklist. I'll give you all my processes absolutely free in the description. Check it out right now. And remember, it's not about doing a wholesale deal. It's about becoming a wholesaler. The quicker you can develop these habits, the quicker you're going to close your next deal. And most importantly, you'll build an unshakable confidence in your ability to run a successful wholesaling business and get deal after deal after deal. And you can get checks like this month after month after month.